My next guest is going to be taking on Carla Esparza at UFC Fight Night on May 22nd, and Xiaonan Yan joining me here on the program yet again. Xiaonan, how are you?
Good, very good.
That's great to hear. I know you're in Las Vegas. You've been there, I think, for about 2 weeks. How's everything over there?
我感觉很棒，因为我
Everything is perfect, pretty good because I've been Las Vegas for several times. So yeah, I really like this place. So yeah, everything is going well.
What was the reason for going to Vegas? Was it just to get acclimatized, or what was the reason to going and being in Vegas so early?
So yeah, one of the reasons is we come early to accommodate the climate, the time difference. Another important reason is my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu coach. He is a Brazilian, so he cannot enter China due to the COVID travel restrictions. So yeah, we just meet here at United States, and then for my training camp. And the third reason is I really like Las Vegas, so that's why I came early.
Now, before we talk about your matchup, we had a big fight a few weeks ago in the strawweight division. Rose Namajunas defeating Weili Zhang. Were you surprised to see Rose finish Weili Zhang because she was the underdog in the fight?
Yeah, I was shocked, surprised by the process of the fight. It just finished too quick. So yeah, I was shocked by the fight.
Do you think the referee could have let the fight go on a little bit longer, or do you believe it was a fair stoppage?
Yeah, I think the referee did the right thing, make the right decision, because from the protect the fighters' points, yeah, I think Weili was knocked out at that moment. I think the referee did correct. And this fight also reminded me that we should alert that anything could happen in the fight at any moment. So yeah, that's a good lesson for us.
Last time we spoke, I know you were obviously wanting to fight for the title, and I know another name that came up was Yuan and Jacek. Were there any talks about you fighting Yuan and Jacek before you ultimately settled on Carla Esparza?
Oh, I just took the offer, whoever UFC gave me, no matter Esparza or Joanna, because if I win this fight, I was 7 wins streak. So UFC have to give me the opportunity to challenge the belts. So who I fought, Joanna or Esparza, it doesn't matter. I just need one more wins and then the belt, the champion.
Was this the right amount of time off in between fights, or were you trying to fight sooner?
Yeah, I think it's a perfect amount of time span between these two fights. So after my last fight, I went to Sacramento, Uriah Faber's gym, training there for 1 month, and then went back to China, visiting my family, my parents, and then come back to the US for this fight. So everything scheduled perfectly.
That's interesting. I didn't know you trained at Team Alpha Male. What was the connection? How did you end up training at Team Alpha Male?
So the story was when I was fight against Claudia, and she injured, so our fights postponed. And both of us were at Las Vegas at that moment, both of us training at UFC PI. So I don't want to meet her every day before our fights. So then I moved to Sacramento because another UFC fighter, Sung Yadong, he is there training there. So he let us training there. And I really like Uriah Faber's team because a lot of small division fighters, and their training is very wrestling and grappling heavily. So I think will help me a lot to improve my grappling skill. And the atmosphere there is great. So yeah, after my Claudia fight, I spent 1 more month training there. Yeah, it's a great experience.
That's great. Let's talk about Carla Esparza, great wrestler, former champion. Stylistically, how do you feel like you match up against her in this fight?
So my style is very obvious. Everybody knows I'm a striker. Even my coach, even the fans knows my strategy, my tactic is striking and takedown defense. So he is not the first wrestler or grappler I faced. So look at my previous opponents. A lot of wrestlers, grapplers like Claudia, but nobody can took me down or submit me. So I am used to face those high-level grapplers, and I know how to deal with that.
Who are you training with in Las Vegas right now as far as training partners?
So a guy called Brass, he's a guy wrestler, and he has another partner training together with me, sparring and improve my wrestling and grappling. Yeah, for this fight.
And we still have a few weeks, but I imagine the weight cut is going well because you have access to the UFC PI and their prepared meals.
Yeah, my weight cutting goes very well. Everything is scheduled, and the nutritionist just will weigh my weight like every day, every week, and tell me and adjust my meal for help me for the weight cutting. Yeah, everything goes well.
Who will be in your corner for this fight?
Same as all my previous UFC fight. The three my three corners, yeah, they're always same. One of my friends, Hao Hui, and my jiu-jitsu coach, Hui, and my teammates and big brother, the first Chinese UFC fighter, Zhang Tietuan. Yeah.
Great. And what's your prediction for the fight? How do you see the fight playing out on May 22nd?
Yeah, what I really looking forward for this fight is that, everybody told me for my previous fights, just, okay, keep the fight on the foot, standing game, striking, takedown defense. But what I want is, if this fight, we go to the ground games, I can showcase my ground skills, grappling skills, and maybe I can submit her. Yeah, just show a different Yan Xiaonan this time. Of course, even I want to submit her, but of course, striking is my main strategy tactic to win this game. But if there is an opportunity, I will submit her for sure.
You talked about it before, the implications of this fight. If you win this, you feel like you're going to get a title shot. Has the UFC told you or your management that if you do win on May 22nd, you will get the title shot?
Yeah, I think between the conversation between UFC and my management team, I think the implication that if I win this fight, I may get an opportunity to fight for the belt.
Now, let's say all goes well on May 22nd and you win this fight and you end up fighting champion Rose Namajunas. Stylistically, how do you feel like you match up against Rose Namajunas? Because you're both very good strikers.
So yeah, if I win this fight, I will challenge Rose for sure. And yes, stylistically, we are both strikers, and we both have the good footwork. Yeah, he's very fast. I'm very fast. So if we fight against each other, who is faster? That's the key. And who have the knockout power? That's another key. And he is also a very good grappler. He likes to take her opponent's back. So it's another thing I need aware about.
What do you like doing on your downtime when you're not training in Las Vegas?
So now, because due to the COVID, I just avoid to be exposed to the public so keep me can fight. So, but yeah, in Las Vegas, there are a lot of Chinese people here, a lot of Chinese store, Chinatown. So I would like to hang out with my Chinese friends and fans. And occasionally I will also go casinos, it's Las Vegas. So yeah, that's what I do.
What's your favorite casino game?
如果你去赌场，你最喜欢的游戏就是玩什么
Blackjack.
Blackjack.
Okay, good. That's mine too. I like that one as well. And are you watching any television right now? Any Netflix, anything like that? What are you doing, in terms of watching television?
电视。
I don't watch a lot of TV shows or yeah.
Okay. Yeah. There you go. Xiaonan, thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate it. And thank you to Leo as well for translating. If there's anyone you want to thank, any sponsors, any social media you want to plug, I'll give you the last word.
So thanks all the MMA fans, especially the fans in Las Vegas. Thanks for your support. And yeah, because of your support, I can overcome a challenge and another challenge, and eventually I will get the championship belt for all you guys.